Hey guys, this is the Ecron Writer here. Welcome you to another production from OBS Studios, as well as another F-Zero one-shot. Since Valentine's Day is here, I want to take this opportunity to present to you one of my holiday specials. And here is an action point for Valentine's, which you'll see soon enough is what the cover art represents. All I'm going to say is, for now, it's going to take place in Porttown between Rick Wheeler and my OC, Tinsel. So, let's get this started. Right? An action point for Valentine's. I just couldn't wait anymore. I've been wanting to save this project for Valentine's Day, and I'm glad I have the chance to write about this romantic event. This takes place between Ending It All and The Power of the Falcon, which, I don't know, maybe I'll do it someday. We'll see. It was nearing February 14th, and for Rick and Tinsel, that can mean two things. For not only it was getting close to Valentine's Day, but also their mentor's birthday, Dr. Robert Stewart's. Believe it or not, if you've seen the anime, I forgot which episode, in the end, Bert mentions that Dr. Stewart's birthday is actually on Valentine's. Crazy, huh? And Jodie's summer is actually a week after that. That is crazy. The pair were shocked at that fact, and they always believed that date was only suited for just that one occasion. Stuart didn't really want very much. All he needed was some downtime with his ever-growing family, including his son Rodney, a young promising physician that's always determined to carry out his legacy. His daughter Luna was Rod's half-sister, not only as a professional, fresh new face in the medical department, but also a seasoned racer like her father before her. And this was an OC created by Butterscotch Pie. Then there were his two wives. He divorced from one of them. And then there was Jody Summer, the strong captain of the elite mobile task force, and also a close partner and perhaps a love interest to him. His clan had always grown throughout the generations, especially with his first grandson Phoenix Levin and his son-in-law Jack, another OC created by Butterscotch. The 14th was the time of the year when couples spent quality time with each other, from Lucy and Leon to Kate and ED, to Jack who'd spend time with his mate Luna later that night, her father and Jody, and lastly Rick and Tinsel. He himself had never been more content in his life since before that incident 150 years prior. He felt complete when Dark Million was at last thwarted by the late Falcon, as well as their allies. His old flame Haruka was able to rest after Deathborn's demise, and he just began to settle in with his new love. Tinsel was nervous on sharing his flat, as she kept on wondering what would become of her former living quarters if the relationship should go awry. Fortunately, for the past several months, it hadn't, not even when dealing with the tensions on fulfilling Falcon's legacy. Rick received his mantle. He collected about 15 successful bounties. It was a sheer Grand Prix legend. The pressures were little to nothing once all was said and done, and now he wasn't sure how to carry on another feat. All his beloved wanted was chocolates, as she was a huge chocoholic, much like me, as well as him always close by her side. But a few trusted friends had other plans in mind. Before the huge fortnight, he stopped by headquarters in the meeting room and discussed his plans with Stuart and Jody. They were well known as Stody whenever they were together. Damn, I wish it was an official name, official couple. Although it's usually Jody and Captain Falcon or Jody and John Tanaka, but I find this to be much more suitable. The trio agreed on a method that'll draw both he and Tinsel to both him and Tinsel, I guess, to a certain designated location for a huge surprise just awaiting her. As the next day rolled around, Tinsel received the call. Rick wasn't around since she told her that night before that he'd be off on another bounty, though he wasn't sure when he'd return in time for Valentine's. She had a pang of sadness and doubt, as she always had whenever her life partner was off and about, following the falcon flyer everywhere it went while it laid a target on the next retrieval. A familiar vehement tone snapped Tinsel out of her angst. Tinsel? Stewart, what a pleasant surprise! Happy birthday, your present won't be done for the next couple hours. I still need to put the finishing touches on it. Take your time, Tinsel. That's not why I called you. Oh? Then what is it? I need you to show up in Port Town. There was an incident there, and Rick, Jody, and I are on the case. It's at the track where we used to race at so long ago. What's happening, Stewart? Is some deranged organization using it? Or was there an accident? Are you guys alright? Her mind was going in 1,000 different directions all at once. There was no telling what was transpiring at that archaic track. She was surprised it was never bulldozed all this time. You'll find out when you get there. After that stern response, he immediately hung up. Whatever it was undoubtedly serious. With a racing heart, Tinsel entered her silver comet, started the ignition, and dashed into the warp gate that would lead her to the most nostalgic place in the entire universe. Her brain kept racking with every possibility, and the planet, strangely enough, was already in that sky she cherished, since she first encountered the circuit 13 years ago. The weather was clear, the wind was crisp, and numerous stars twinkled above like fireflies caught in a web full of distinctive shades of violet gradually changing to a dark crimson. This brought back relief, though it was short-lived as she recalled Stewart's urgent message. He, Jody, and Rick were involved in some incident there. She had to head to that course as fast as her machine could carry her, amongst all the congested traffic. Port Town was always busy with their trades and traveling, since it was known as the most advanced spaceport. Finally, after an agonizing half-hour, Tinsel made it to the track. It was surprisingly empty, filling her with a sense of dread. What happened to her comrades? No one was even there, not even a single trace of a conflict. She looked around the circuit in a crawl, still nothing. She then reached the finish line and stopped for a moment, wondering why the doc would give her a wild goose chase. Did I keep you waiting? From behind it was Rick, walking steadily up to her. She looked down. They immediately leapt up out of the cockpit, nearly tripping as she ran to him. Rick! Thank goodness! Stewart said there was an incident there. I hope you and Jody are okay. Closed his eyes and sulked. It was just as she feared. Something did happen to them. Her throat and stomach tied up into a millions of knots. But his words struck a chord as he shook his head. No, Tinsel. There was no incident. There isn't? Are you sure? I mean, I don't understand why you're here. You said you were on your way to look for another bounty, and Stuart and Jody tag along. What is this all about? She was growing more anxious with every sentence. Tinsel, relax. Nothing's happening. I actually brought them here so they could see the sights and soak in the beauty like you always do whenever you visit here. This was only a ploy. Tinsel looked at Brick quizzically. Ploy? For what? He walked closer to her, gave her a thin smile. Tinsel, I brought you here because I know how much you love this place. And I should too. We may want to live in Port Town someday. But until then, I want to share this moment with you like we did after Dr. Clash died. It was you who showed me how glorious the spot was, like staring up in the stars in a clear night at Memory Park, only better. He actually admired the view in the silence. There was no traffic nor light pollution to interfere with the stellar scenery. He grabbed and held her hand gently. There was something I'd been wanting to do long ago that I never had the chance to do when I was chasing after Zoda. I wasn't able to do this with Haruka. Saddened a little from the memory. But now I'm glad I can. Here and now. I'm happy that I can have another chance. Then what Tinsel saw next was just too amazing for words. She saw him kneel to the ground using his left leg and pulled out a little velvet case from his right pocket in his denim jacket. He opened it and the pink diamond ring glimmered as bright as the stars from the glowing lights upon the track. Rick, that was Ruga's ring? Yes. I thought you gave it to her lifeless body before you left. A memo that she could have. Why did you save it? Haruka would still be at peace with or without it. Ever since I had that near-death experience, she always knew you were the one. She said so herself that I needed you. She was right. You've always been there for me, as I've been for you. I'm grateful I was able to meet a kindred friend. Ever since I was lamenting over her, you were always supportive, and you saved my life numerous times. When Zoda and Deathborn were defeated, when Miss Killer was gone, Ruka was finally able to find peace. It's what she always wanted over the past 150 years, and she and I would never have found it if it wasn't for you. So I decided to pass on a part of her love to you. He took out the ring from the satin and held it up. I'm now glad our lives will finally be completed, and all I have is you to thank for. Eyes blurred from his heartfelt gesture and words. Tinsel, seal us. Will you marry me? She gazed onto the ring for a few more minutes. She could have sworn her body was trembling deep inside. She slowly lowered herself until she was the same height as him. Her voice quivered as she spoke. Yes, Rick, I will marry you. Even his smile grew wider while he slid the sacred century-and-a-half jewel onto her finger. The touch was warm, and the ring itself was a perfect fit for a delicate digit. He gave her the case for safekeeping. She leaned in and they kissed passionately. There were sudden tears. Both she and Rick wouldn't want anything more. They finally had the opportunity to officially become a couple. Meanwhile, the sturdy pairing were looking up at the spectacle. It was their idea as they worked with Rick to prepare the engagement. They couldn't believe the proposal was a success. It seems Rick is finally content. He told with her. She always had feelings for Wheeler since they met. She even always assisted him during his probations. Yes, indeed. Tinsel's always been a dear friend to him. Their camaraderie was clear since she saved his life. We can never be more proud. If only our relationship could go this far. I can only hope the day would come. He gave a tender touch in her hand. Soon enough, Jody. They smiled to each other. As mentioned in the anime, I believe it was lap 28, it said that her favorite pilot, Stuart, was born on Valentine's Day. What a coincidence! Also, Rick and Tinsel are now engaged, and I was sorely that the plagiarist wouldn't tarnish it. Sure, it was supposed to be him and Haruka, but I have my reasons. And yes, I am a chocolate lover. Happy Valentine's Day to all my readers out there. Oops. So that's it. Rick and Tinsel are officially a couple. I might do the other Valentine's Day one-shot with Sleepy Hollow. Till then, this is the Ecron Writer signing out. And I only wish that Love Will Conquer the Universe, Love Will Rule the Universe is a full song. But I just wish that the voices didn't interfere with it. So, happy Valentine's Day to all of you.